A lot of people were shocked by what Senior Vice President David Andelo of the St. Louis Federal Reserve Branch of the U.S. Federal Reserve said about using XRP not long ago. His main point was that Ripple could be used to process payments, pointing out that XRP is used by Ripple to make these transfers possible. It has been highlighted. To use direct quotes from David Ante, the Fed may give its settlement duties to a third party, such as Ripple, if this happens and the value of XRP goes up a lot, possibly hitting $10,000. It is important to keep in mind that the Federal Reserve did this a few weeks or even months ago. In a formal statement released yesterday, the Federal Reserve recognized that XRP and XLM could help improve the blockchain part of the FedNow payment services. The main focus is on Ripple, which is known for its open source technology and unique ways to send money between countries. It is now believed that the Fed Payment Services use of Ripple's technology will greatly increase XRP's value to levels never seen before in the transaction space. Before we start, please give me a big thumbs up. To join our group, click the like button, subscribe, and turn on alerts. It was announced by Ripple that they would be working with the Federal Reserve in a report called the U.S. Path to Faster Payments on the federalreserve.gov website. The topic for today is all about this report. In the first part of its report, the Faster Payment Task Force approach says that Ripple is an important part of its work with the Federal Reserve to find payment solutions. The study shows that Ripple can make it possible for foreign payments to be made in real time with fees that are hard to understand and little tracking. Ripple changes all of this because it allows for fast settlement and full visibility into fees and payment status. Next, we heard that Ripple and the Federal Reserve have added domestic payments to their partnership. There is a lot of data out there. Viewers can pause and read an important part of the study that supports this. It talks about how Ripple works with central banks like the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, and the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority to make local payment systems better. The study also talks about how Ripple Labs is changing the way payments are processed at a basic level, with a focus on giving everyone free real-time settlement infrastructure. This suggests that Ripple's decentralized peer-to-peer settlement framework will finally take the place of the current ways of sending money. The Federal Reserve will accept it and make it work, which shows that. Were there early signs of this? A Fox News show about the Federal Reserve from about a year ago talked about the growth of the digital US dollar. During that segment, the Ripple logo was shown very clearly. A lot of groups, including the Federal Reserve Board, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the Bank of International Settlements have said that Ripple works in secret. Partners show that they are interested by listing. With Ripple's technology, we can learn more about the fascinating world of international banking. It's clear that the Bank of International Settlements controls a big chunk of the world's wealth. It's interesting that Ripple has joined this market. Cite Jess Chan, a senior council member at the Frederickshire Board of Governors, and a statement from the Department of the Interior, Jess. Those who want to know more about this project can talk to Ripple's Deputy General Counsel. There are a lot of moving parts in this case that need to be unpacked. That is, however, just the beginning. What I'm about to say might come as a surprise. A lot of you recently went to the Federal Reserve, which warned banks that they might lose money because of the pressures on the real estate market and rising interest rates. This has been talked about with several partners since the beginning of March. The BRICS countries also seem to be part of the EU. In fact, the EU has said that the XRP will be the base for the new digital euro, which will use the XRP to handle money transfers. One report can be found in the notebook. The value of XRP is likely to go up very quickly. Known experts agree, predicting a short-term jump to $5.50 and a possible $10,000 rise when the stock becomes famous around the world. Arthur Brito, one of the founders of Ripple, is credited with this idea. There is no doubt that the story about XRP is changing quickly as we watch the movie. Instead of focused on the SECVS Ripple case, we can now see that British countries have decided to work with Ripple to build their own digital currencies based on the XRP ledger. According to recent news, this central bank digital currency will be a major tool for global finance. It is backed by the BRICS countries. In addition, there are signs of Ripple's large network in every branch. Let's start our tour in Brazil, where a revolutionary breakthrough was made with the help of Ripple. For more information, with the launch of Brazil's new crypto-on-demand funding service program, a big step has been taken. As we learn more about Russia's financial technology scene, we will now look at its full records, which show a change in approach. When President Putin told SWIFT to leave out the US dollar and the petrodollar as a way to move away from them, there was a clear change in Russia's payment system in favor of it. Is the goal to make a Russian CBC. This action not only gets around the quick ban by using the decentralized structure of the XRP record and the central bank's digital currency, But it also makes sure that Russia will continue to be involved in global financial changes. Pay attention to India. We can see effects in front of another big project. This project, which is the main force behind India's big plan for digital currencies, is a big step towards India becoming a fully GL country. Ripple Labs technology is what makes global CBDC possible. But that's not the end of the story. With Ripples, China has also joined the fight to get a foothold in the market for digital currencies released by central banks. This partnership shows how Ripple is becoming more important in Africa's banking world. The story is like the 2022 African Blockchain Report, which talks about how CBCs are becoming more important on the XRP system across the continent. The paper also says that XRP and Ripple can be used to pay in South Africa and more than a dozen other African countries. Finally, the ledger's growing importance in Africa's financial system is shown by the many ways it is used and processed. A new study found that BRICS XRP is one of the best digital assets for payment services. This support from Brian strengthens XRP's position as a major player in the cryptocurrency world. Because of recent events, a lot of people are making predictions about the price of XRP. Some of the most interesting predictions have caught our attention when well-known financial experts say that the price of XRP will hit $500. It makes you want to take a better look. We found an interesting source, ChatGPT, after doing some research. There was a top AI that said the prices of 4 cryptocurrencies XRP, Ethereum, Cardano, and Ripple would rise by an amazing 100,000% by 2024. Based on how much XRP is worth now, this estimate shouldn't come as a surprise. This is especially true when you consider the view of Arthur Brito, co-founder of Ripple, who says he thinks XRP was meant to reach $10,000. The fact that XRP can be scaled up is also emphasized by Purdue. What does $500 mean in this situation when it comes to meeting the financial needs of the world's 7.5 billion people? To see the bigger picture, $500 is just a step. Despite this, realizing how much XRP could really be worth and reaching the goal of this huge $110,000 price. Because XRP needs a lot of money to flow through it and be able to be used all over the world. This trend is also backed by Ledger. As virtual institutions work together with AI to make CBDCs, 21 countries have officially agreed to stop using the US dollar. It seems that more and more central banks are working with Ripple and, more importantly, integrating the XRP ledger. This change in the XRP ledger is proof of this. The fact that the Central Bank of Dubai just 3 days ago approved the full use of XRP shows that things are changing for the better in their business practices. Dubai is just one more example of how XRP is being used and adopted around the world. Please remember me. I don't have a license to be a financial advisor. Content in these videos is only meant to be watched for fun. People who watch my videos should always do their own study and talk to experts before making any financial decisions. Thanks a lot if you liked the movie. Please pay attention. Please click the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Make sure that the alerts are turned on to be the first to know when new content that I'm excited to watch comes out. I hope you like the video that's coming up.